Hello and welcome to another video from Natasha Lee. It has been a while, so for my first video back I wanted to give you something super luxurious. And what's more luxurious than pure 24 karat gold? These nails are absolutely beautiful and fit for a princess. As always, after filing and completing cuticle work, and there's a link in the top right corner on how I look after my nails, I'm going to cleanse them with 99% isopropyl alcohol, ready to base coat. And full links to all the products used in this video are in the description below. I'm going to be using my Peel Off base coat, which is ready for takeoff, and this is because I like to be able to remove my polish very easily after a few days, although this does last on my nails for up to a week. Apply to all 10 nails nice and evenly and then allow to dry. Next, on my thumb and little finger, I'm going to be applying Barry M's Gold Foil Effects. If you don't have this polish, you can use any gold, it doesn't really matter as you're going to be covering this with glitter shortly. Don't worry about applying 2 coats if you get a really nice even coverage in just the one. Once the gold polish is dry on your thumb and little finger, it's time to apply some nail adhesive, and my favourite is Foil Effects from The Edge. Don't worry about the blue look when you apply this, it's really good because it stays blue while it's wet, and once it's dry it goes completely clear so you know when it's ready to use. Simply clean up any mistakes with an orange wood stick or a toothpick. And for the next stage I'm using this amazing pure gold, and that's 24 karat pure gold glitter from All That Jazz. It is so soft and so sparkly. Once the foil adhesive is dry and has turned clear, then it's time to apply that glitter. And I'm just using a fluffy brush to do this, but I'm actually starting by brushing from the skin at the base first to keep those flakes nice and flat, and then just brush over the whole nail to fill in any gaps. I'd advise doing this over a piece of clean paper so that you can collect any of the stray glitter afterwards. This isn't just any glitter, it's pure gold. I'm not going to waste any of this. And once you're happy that you've filled in all the gaps, just brush really briskly over the whole nail, and that's to flatten down any of those glitter flakes. But look how beautifully it captures the light. It's absolutely sensational. Once you're happy that all the flakes are down flat, it's time to apply your top coat, and my current favourite is the Glisten and Glow top coat. Apply a nice thick layer of this, and you will probably need to go in with a second layer once it's dry, and that's just to make sure that it stays beautiful and smooth and glossy. Now on my index, middle and ring finger I'm going to apply Morgan Taylor's Tan My Hide. Now this is one of my favourite nudes. I just think it's got a beautiful warm tone to it without being too obvious, and to be honest I think it's possibly my absolute favourite nude. Once your first coat is dry, it's time to go in with your second coat, and again this is only on your index, middle and ring finger. Apply a nice even coat to make sure that it makes your work really nice when we apply a matte top coat later. Now on your first or index finger we're going to apply some more foil adhesive. And although it can be really tempting to get started straight away with the glitter, we are going to need to wait until this is completely dry, otherwise it doesn't work. And remember, when it's completely dry, it goes totally clear. And now we're going to produce something that people call either a glitter fade, a glitter ombre, or a graduated glitter effect. And for this I'm starting by applying the brush at the base of the nail, and then brushing up just so the glitter sticks to the foil adhesive. Go lightly with this though if you want a nice fade, otherwise all of that glitter will stick to the foil adhesive all the way up the nail. To save wasting any of the glitter, I am trying to pick some up from the table as well to fill in the gaps at the base. And once you're happy with how much glitter you've applied, just briskly rub over with your brush. And this gold looks so luxurious and sparkly, it's beautiful. Now this is where I made a mistake and applied my top coat straight over the nail, and I wanted to include this mistake so you didn't make it as well. I totally forgot that if it's not a full coverage of glitter, then if you apply a top coat over the top of it, as in a regular top coat, then the whole design cracks like this. So I had to remove everything and start again. This is what happens when I haven't filmed a video for 2 months. So what we should do over a foil adhesive is apply a water-based top coat first. And this prevents that cracking or crazing of the foil adhesive underneath. And once that's fully dry, you can go straight over the top with your regular top coat and you will avoid that problem altogether. With using the water-based top coat first, you should only need 1 layer of top coat for a lovely smooth finish when it's dried. However, if you can feel any roughness from the glitter at all, just apply a second normal top coat. Now it's time to do the middle and ring finger, and over the top of the Morgan Taylor's Tan My Hide, we're just going to do a layer of regular glossy top coat. And this is before we use our matte top coat, because I find it gives a much better and long-lasting effect and stops the matte top coat from dragging the colour up onto the brush and into the bottle. Once that top coat is dry, we're going to apply a layer of OPI's matte top coat to that middle and ring finger, and then allow to dry. If you struggle applying that first coat neatly, then just go over the top with a second coat and it will be fine. Now on my ring finger, I'm going to be doing a sort of V-shape pointed design, and in order to get this nice and even on the nail, although the polish is dry, it's soft enough to be able to mark with an orange wood stick, so I'm just going to mark out that nice even V-shape as a guide of where to work. And for the next 2 designs, I'm going to be using gold caviar beads, various sized pearls, some Swarovski crystals in crystal rose gold in SS5, and some golden shadow and another colour I can't remember what it was, along with my crystal ninja. Now you don't need to follow this design exactly, I had it roughly planned out in my head but did change it as I went along. And to make all the pearls and crystals stick, I'm just applying some top coat with an orange wood stick to the nail, and then popping the pearls and crystals on using my crystal katana. While it's still wet, you can move them around until you've got them in exactly the right place. And I think this combination of the gold, rose gold, and the beautiful pearls works so well together. This would look sensational for weddings. I'm just using a variety of the 3 different coloured crystals and filling in any of the gaps that are too small for crystals with the caviar beads and some of the smaller pearls. Just make sure that you mirror the effect on each side of the nail, and whatever you do will look beautiful. If you do place any crystals or beads down and don't like it, then just take them off while the polish is still wet and reapply with something else. Now the final design on the middle finger is my absolute favourite, and I'm just marking the centre of the nail with my orange wood stick and applying a large pearl to the centre for our focal piece. Then just apply some top coat around the outside of the pearl and apply different coloured crystals going round the nail. I wanted this look to look like an exquisite piece of royal jewellery, and I just filled in the small gap at the top with a caviar bead and then a tiny pearl. Now it was slightly off centre, so I did use an orange wood stick to move everything round a bit while it was still wet and get it all into the centre. And then I just used a combination of my pearls, my rose gold crystals, and those golden shadow crystals to create this beautiful droplet effect. And then, because I can't leave things alone, I kept applying to the base of the design, and I'm glad I did because I think it really finishes that design off. Once you're happy with your placement, just allow the design to dry, and then finish off with a slick of your favourite cuticle oil. Just remember to keep it off the matte top coat, otherwise it will make it go shiny. But once you've applied it round the cuticle area, massage in. If you want to take photos of your mani when you're finished, try not to over apply on the cuticle oil, as it can look a little bit strange on photos and like people have fake hands. And here is the exquisite finished mani. I think these are possibly my favourites, probably since I did the Luxe blue with the crystals underneath, but these are so elegant. I am loving wearing them. I still have them on days later with all the crystals intact, and I absolutely love the fact I'm wearing pure gold on my nails. I feel like a superstar. I'm really happy with how these turned out, and I'm surprised by how much I liked them. Let me know what you think and if you give them a go. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching and for all of your support, and please don't forget to check out my other videos and my second channel, Ginger Tash. Thank you very much for watching, and it feels really good to be back.